Making money on TikTok Shop affiliate has completely changed. I've made nearly $2 million in sales on TikTok Shop over the last couple of years, hit over $45,000 profit in my best month, and I'm one of the only affiliates who's helped hundreds of other people do the exact same thing. I have been here since the beginning of TikTok Shop, and I've seen what it once was where you could post a random 20-second video with a random product, go viral, and make thousands of dollars, to now what it is where ad spend is king. But throughout this video, I'm going to tell you how you can stay on top of this, and how me and my students have adapted to make so much more money. But what actually changed? Now, TikTok Shop Organic is not dead, but GMV Max has now taken over. GMV Max is what the companies use to put ad spend behind your videos to make them get more views and sales. But beforehand, companies could put ad spend on whatever videos they wanted to or whatever affiliates they wanted to. But now TikTok has made it where since the algorithm is so good, it will now choose the best affiliates and the highest converting videos to push all that ad spend. The algorithm will now pick up on certain metrics to push ad spend to the videos converting the best. The algorithm now decides what videos get all the ad spend, get the most sales, and what videos stay in 200 view jail. And the number one metric that all of this GMV Max campaign cares about is conversions. Whatever product is going to sell the best and make the most. Now, it's a tough system because low quality videos that don't convert get thrown out of the door, but there's many ways that you and I can use this system in our favor to make the most amount of money possible. So let's dive in. Alright, so here is how you are going to overcome and conquer GMV Max. Number one, product selection is absolutely key. Beforehand, you could post any trending product that was, on the For You page going viral right now, and you could go viral too. But now you have to post products that are trending, but also backed by ad spend on GMV Max. Now that's a lot different than it previously was, but here's how to profit from this without just scrolling the For You page endlessly. You can first of all use tools like I do to find trending/ad spend products like Catload Data and the Daily Virals. Now here is Catload Data. It's a great tool to find the top trending products on TikTok Shop right now. As you can see, we have tens of thousands of products down here that we are being shown, and you can not only see the revenue that they've generated, the items sold, the commission rate, but you can also see the highest converting videos that you can go ahead and copy yourself. Now, the Daily Virals is a very similar tool that I also like to use, and you can see right here, anything backed by ad spend will show up with this ad right here. You can also see the views it's gotten, the comments, the likes. You can watch the video itself, save the video if you want for yourself. You can even export it and get the script if you want to go ahead and make the script. You can also come up here, filter by the categories, the product itself, the days that it happened, and if you stay up to date with these, tools every single day, you're going to be able to conquer GMV Max, stay on top of the products that are winning, and make sure that you are making the right content as opposed to promoting a product that was outdated and not going to make you any money. But second off, you have to find videos with the sponsored section at the bottom. So on TikTok Shop, you're going to see a little thing at the very bottom where it says commission typically, but it will say sponsored. That means the video is being pushed by ad spend. It's basically TikTok's way of saying this video is sponsored with ads and you should do the same thing. Now, number three, you should only choose products you can accurately demonstrate. So me as a man, I'm not going to choose products that only women can promote. If I don't have a dog, I'm not going to promote products that are for dogs. It's as simple as that. You have to demonstrate products that you know you can promote. So for me as a man, I can promote a hair trimmer a lot easier than I can promote a face mask for your skin, right? You want to promote products that are relevant to you and that people you can connect with. Number four, choose products with an emotional connection or solve a specific problem. So if your product isn't emotionally appealing, it's not going to desire to someone's interest or solve a problem that they might have, then it is not going to sell. It has to connect with them on a basis where they want to buy the product because they think it's going to help them or make their life better in some sort of way. They're not going to buy a product for no random reason. They're not just going to buy some random shit product. They want to be sold on the product. Now, number two, you have to have emotional appeal and connection like I was just talking about. Inside of your content, you need to connect emotionally with the viewers and their desires and their pain points. So, for example, with teeth whitening strips, right? You're not going to say, oh, here's the products inside of the strips that make it so that your teeth turn white. You're not going to sell the ingredients. You're not going to sell the science behind it. You're not going to sell only the price point because people don't want to hear about that shit. People want to be sold on the feeling of smiling confidently in public, of taking pictures without thinking of their teeth, the feeling of not covering their mouth when they laugh. They want to feel how the product is going to help them. So you have to sell the feeling, sell the pain point. It's like when you sell something for someone's acne. You're not going to sell the products inside of the acne, medication that's going to make it go away. You're going to tell them, oh, you're no longer going to have a pepperoni face. You're no longer going to have these painful blisters popping out of your face, right? You're going to have clear skin that's glowing, and you're going to be confident again. That's what people want to hear when they're going to buy a product, not that, they're going to be sold on the ingredients or the science that actually makes their teeth white or their skin clear, right? No one wants to hear about that. They want to hear that they're going to be confident when they walk through public again, that they're not going to have to deal with those painful blisters on their face, right? Sell the feeling, sell the pain point, not the product itself, not the description of the product, not the features. No, sell the feeling that the person is going to get from that specific product. In your content, you need to follow this criteria. Keep your videos short and concise. If you make your videos too long, it's not going to convert as well. It's not going to have as good of a retention. So TikTok is not going to push it under the new GMV Max era. Keep your videos under 30 to 40 seconds. Make sure they're short, concise, and that you're cutting every 3 to 5 seconds. It has to have conversion intent. So make sure in your video you're selling the product. That's why skits don't work that well and they only get views and not conversions, is because there's no conversion intent. It's making a video about something, pertaining to the product, but not actually selling the product. If your content doesn't have conversion intent, it's not going to get any push from TikTok because it's not going to get any conversions. And what I like to do, what I push all my students to do, is to follow a basic framework. Now, this is going very surface level into this framework, but it's a basic framework that you must follow. In the first 3 to 5 seconds, you have to hook and get their attention. In that 3 to 5 seconds, however it may be, talk about the product and get their attention either visually or verbally. So either show something that makes them stay and watch or say something that makes them stay and watch. Either way, you can hook them, but hook them somehow. Then move into the body. Think of the person behind the camera when you're in the body giving the product features. What is their pain points to buy the product? This is when you want to connect with them, talk about how it's going to solve their pain points, and make sure each of these sections is about 3 to 5 seconds long, so it's cut up pretty quick, and it's a fast, short, and concise video. Then you want to break it down on the call to action, make them buy. Don't overthink the call to action. All it has to be is that there's, a possible sale. There's a Black Friday discount. There's a sale on something, and make them want to buy the product now as opposed to waiting to later. It's a very simple framework to follow, and if you do follow it, you're going to see a lot more conversions. Now, number 3, specific product criteria. Make sure your product that you choose has over 4 stars in rating. That's very important. This will minimize, returns and refunds that hurt your commissions. It's also going to make sure your PPS score stays high. On top of having 4 stars with good reviews, you want to make sure it has good commissions so that you're making money from this. It's a lot harder to scale a product when you're making 50-cent commission rather than a product that has $10 commission. That's why I promote a lot of high-ticket products nowadays with GMV Max, because one, these bigger brands have more ad spend to put behind the videos, but the products themselves will earn you more. So when you're making $10 a sale, $15 a sale, you only have to sell 10 to get to 100 as opposed to 100 to get to $100. So it cuts down how much you actually have to scale in order to, get to the numbers that you want. So I recommend at least a 10% commission and at least a $1 commission as well on these products. That will make sure that you're making enough to make this worth it. On top of that, maintain over 80% shop rating. So on the shop that's promoting the product that you want to promote, make sure their shop rating's over 80% so that you keep your PPS score high and you can continue to promote every product that you want. And your product has to be demonstrated visually. This is why I stay away from one-use products like food, drinks, all that sort of stuff, because it has to be demonstrated in a visual sense and over again. You don't want a product that you only promote one time. That's why I avoid the one-time use products, the foods, the drinks, all this stuff. you want to avoid because you can't make videos over and over and over again. Like I saw this product with a hand mold where you stick your hand in it and it makes a mold. Now, great product. I'm sure that product can absolutely get views and sales, but it's a one-time use product. You're going to have to buy that product every time you want to make a video about it. That's not good. That's not going to be easy to scale. You want a product that you can film over and over and over again without having to buy a new product in. So, if you avoid these, you follow the framework, you are going to capitalize off this. But how do you capitalize off of it even further, right? Well, inside of Maximus Media, I break down this criteria so me and my students can conquer this. The students that we have killing it right now are making more money now than they did before GMV Max. Just take a look at Ben, who's made over $10K in the last 2 months from a product backed by GMV Max. And it's these wireless LED lights. There's a lot of ad spend behind these videos, so it allows it to get a lot more views and a lot more sales. And take a look at my other client, Emmanuel, who started posting with the same exact method and started making thousands of dollars. This is damn near the first month that he's posted on social media. This is not luck, this is a skill and is done strategically. So if you're serious about starting or staying top of TikTok Shop affiliate and you want to turn those views into a consistent income, then click the link in the description of this video where you can watch my free training to get started and learn where you can apply to work with me inside of Maximus Media. If you get through, I'm going to help you one-on-one scale your TikTok Shop page and get to numbers just like these. But as always, I'm glad you stuck around for the entirety of the video and stay tuned for more TikTok Shop sauce.